Good morning and welcome. A little bit of a slow start here. Big shout out to Charter Communications and the lovely internet service we use here in downtown St. Louis. What's up, everybody? It's St. Louis. It's Chris Denman, and I'm here at Midcoast Studio. We're live from Grand Center, which still stands as of last night. Huge win by your St. Louis Blues. We're a St. Louis podcast, so we'll talk a lot about that today. Love your comments. Bring it. Let's talk about it. Want to hear your party stories. There's plenty to come as there's a parade and all kinds of fun to be had. Joining me to my left, Tommy the intern. Good morning, Tommy.
Hi.
Chris Gardner, he's the curator of polls at times. He runs the stream, and he's my man. What's up, Gardner?
Good morning, gentlemen.
In St. Louis.
In St. Louis.
How you feeling today, Gardner? You feeling good about the win?
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
A little tired. Did you stay up watching our guys on KSDK?
I stayed up past midnight.
That's a big night.
Oh, I could have texted you.
Yeah, why didn't you?
I wanted to be like, hey, Gardner, what's going on?
That's it?
Yeah.
You weren't out? Were you out celebrating? Is that why you were up?
No.
What?
How did you
What
take
were you-
in the first ever Stanley Cup win for the St. Louis Blues, young Tommy?
I'd gone home yesterday and slept most of the day.
Yeah,
So eventually I got tired of laying in bed.
Sure.
yeah.
That's a tough one.
I
Yeah.
went to Walmart just to walk around.
Yeah.
Got some toilet paper.
Oh,
I also bought a 12-pack of Twinkies and a can of whipped cream.
Oh, my man.
And I ate all of those in the Walmart parking lot.
You ate
What?
12 Twinkies in a
Yeah.
Walmart parking lot.
Wait.
Yeah, and then I
12.
And then I heard that they won. So I was in a Walmart parking lot on my third to last one. So
That is. Oh my God.
That's
That
pretty
is-
amazing. I mean, the Blues had a
You
big
put
night
the-
last night. You had a bigger night,
you
Tommy.
put the whipped cream on top of the Twinkie too.
Oh, I figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost posted a video
Oh my.
to the We Are Live group of this
You
thing.
should have.
Let's Go Blues, but it was a video of me squirting whipped cream in my mouth, but it popped and it got all over my face.
Yeah, it did.
And I think, you guys,
Do you still have the video?
I do.
Well, then, yeah, we should
I'll
definitely. Was
post
that
it now.
sugar-free whipped cream?
No, it's
Oh.
not. Chris
Oh, it was
wouldn't have
whipped
eaten it.
topping. It was whipped topping.
No,
it
it
wasn't
was the
whipped
stuff.
cream.
It was the stuff out of the can.
Yeah, but you can get whipped topping out of a can.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
whatever they use for it was next to the strawberries.
We've got a few comments already. I know you wouldn't have expected that. Tom is surprised Tommy's answer hasn't included Pokemon yet.
Uh-huh.
That happened earlier in the evening.
The Black Sheep says, I clicked on the We Are Live page, and it started playing the Sinbad episode. I thought you Fs pulled a Terrell and played an old episode because you couldn't handle a Fireball hangover. Yet to be seen.
I can.
Where our New York correspondent will be. But, yes, no hangovers. We have two people that didn't drink last night, and one that was, I was just watching the KSDK coverage. Our
Yeah.
guys all over
drinking.
the place. We had so many friends covering the win on the ice, and then did you see Casey Nolan and Chris Davis dealing with Blues fans downtown St. Louis? That was my favorite part, and it was bedlam because everywhere they would switch, and I believe they had a reporter at Maggie O'Brien's down the street. There were mics coming undone, batteries falling out of things. It was all the best parts of local media, and I'm not even making fun of them for the gaffes. It was just such a crazy, insane time. It looked like everybody was behaving, but is there something wrong with me that I was really enjoying the local news?
No, because
Weirdness.
that's what we want to watch.
That
at
is,
time.
yeah. And then the
It
people
really is.
screaming in the background, too. I think I saw Casey Nolan Heisman 3 people out of the shot. So shout out to KSDK. They did a wonderful job covering the aftermath. I saw a video where probably a utility cart outside of Busch Stadium was getting shook by some frat bros. But other than that, I don't know. I didn't see any cars burning. I didn't see buildings losing
The arch
windows.
isn't tilted.
You proud of that tweet you had?
I thought it was fine. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was that great.
Pretty funny, pretty relatable. Will you tell the people what your tweet was? It's still catching fire.
I just said that, are we supposed to tear down the arch and carry it to Harpo's?
I don't understand the joke.
So, in the back in the day, if Mizzou would pull an upset or win a big game, students would tear down the goalposts, and then they would literally carry it down the street to Harpo's, which is a local bar in Columbia, Missouri. So that's a tradition at Mizzou. St. Louis is filled, or over half Mizzou grads in the area. So people do find it very, that's like that time in the 70s we beat Nebraska. So yeah,
pool.
it's one of those things. Yeah.
That's a good pool. It's a good joke.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Pool. P-U-L-L. I'm lazy when I talk.
Oh,
So I don't.
Oh, well then we'll
enunciate.
just ignore it.
I wonder if we can get the Blues or someone to allow Tommy to eat Twinkies with whipped cream out of the Stanley Cup.
I think that's something we should work on.
I'm gonna drink the waters of the river to pair out of it.
That's disgusting.
Well, you don't know the legend, so
So if
I saw your tweet. I know the
Yes.
legend.
yes.
What's the legend?
I heard it last night. That if you drink the waters of the river to pair out of the Stanley Cup, you will have the greatest 5 years of fulfillment of your life.
who said that?
Following that, I heard it
William
somewhere.
Gardner,
And then, but the
a
problem
man
is,
on a park bench.
then you die of dysentery. Or
Oh, okay, there is
like
that.
immediately.
Yeah, I think probably in today's world, there's oh God, there really is video of this happening, and it was distorted. So
Of
back
what happening?
of the whipped cream in his mouth.
Me
It's
getting
disgusting.
cream on the face.
Okay, so your St.
Tommy-
Louis Blues
Tommy,
win
no.
4-1 last night. Did you watch at home, Gardner?
I watched at my local watering hole.
Rosie's.
Yes.
Was Sean there?
Sean was not there.
working at Missouri
Sean was
Bar.
working at Mo Bar and Grill.
Okay.
I was with Hockey Larry, who was just walking around in disbelief.
Hockey Larry gave up his season tickets this year
Yeah.
after how many years of having?
Oh,
them?
over around 25 years.
This was the year, and in January of
This
this
is-
year, he
these are
felt
the-
redeemed.
These are the stories I want to see in the Post-Dispatch.
Right.
The ones about people like my friend Hockey Larry, where they didn't have their tickets anymore. Or they gave up, and then it happens.
Yeah.
Because then, maybe you're happy some. Maybe you're a little pissed some, too.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I like that kind of story. It doesn't always need to. You don't need to try and find an inspirational and uplifting story always in a situation like this.
No, you don't. You need to find the weird, the odd, the wacky, right? The guy who
That's what I enjoy.
wouldn't have thought it. You would have liked peculiar things,
Yeah.
Gardner. Okay.
That's
what were you
why
gonna say,
I'm here.
Tommy? Oh yeah, that
Uh,
is that makes
Hockey
sense.
Larry, he at least he wouldn't have been able to see them win at the Enterprise Center. Like
Oh,
I'd
like
feel
it
better
would've
about
hurt
that.
more?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it would have hurt more if they won in town.
And he.
And he
Yeah.
was, and he didn't have his tickets.
Okay,
So
that's
there's that.
fair.
You can look
so
at that upside.
I can give that to him. It was
Yeah.
They started shooting fireworks off in the back parking lot within 10 minutes. And
Yeah, I saw a lot of fireworks. I was on the hill. That happened as well.
Yeah,
like-
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
They were going off in Clayton too.
Yeah. They were nice fireworks, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
We weren't just dealing with
No,
bottle rockets
these
here.
weren't taped together sparkler bombs that
That was
will leave a hole in your front yard.
It's kind of specific, wouldn't you say?
Sorry, Dad.
I was in Edwardsville where everybody was just out in the streets politely clapping. So
Okay.
Clapping,
That's nice.
just like that,
yeah, everybody who was a blues fan
and you were
was
doing
just
this.
politely clapping. Yeah.
Give me a sound effect. How does you eating
All
Twinkies?
right, go for it.
What is that ending? I don't understand that trail.
That's me
you-
chewing.
That's not right.
Does Hockey Larry drive for Lyft in a rivalry with Uber's Hockey Bob?
He does not. Hockey
Do you
Larry,
miss Hockey Bob not being on terrestrial radio anymore?
Hockey Larry does fine for himself.
Good.
And he'll actually be retiring at some point soon to Florida to like Naples or
Sean
something
gonna go
like that.
visit him?
I think we should probably all go visit him.
Okay, I'm in for that.
It's an enjoyable time. He's very good on the grill too.
Is he?
So it's
He says he keeps you happy.
summers make for a nice relaxing time when Hockey Larry puts on a party at his place.
I like Hockey Larry. He
Yeah.
should come to the Midcoast
Very-
studio.
very
He can cook
chill.
for us. In regards to post-game celebrations,
Yeah.
I did mention that I loved the local news angle. I did mention that it didn't look as crazy or as problematic as it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Are we surprised at anything we've seen so far? Outside of just dudes screaming into the KSDK camera and then a golf cart getting shook
Yeah.
and a lift car, Tommy, you had a video
yeah,
your friend was in?
my friend posted these videos on his Instagram story of people like climbing on Ubers and Lyfts and jumping on the top of them.
Mm-hmm.
But this was like right outside Busch Stadium.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which
you're-
punishes the guy who was trying to be there for a ride, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'll be the first to pick people up as they leave. They're going to be so happy and they're going to be so respectful that they get a sober ride.
And now you have $20 in damages.
Here's what I've always done. This is me personally. And I don't know exactly where around Busch Stadium this car was.
It's gate 3.
Okay, so it's right outside the park.
Yeah.
Whenever I would go down for a game, working wise, and I would get an Uber home,
Mhm.
I would never get picked up right by the ballpark. I would always walk a block west by the Westin. It used to be Flying Saucer. It is now the Midwestern. And that restaurant right there used to be a bar. Right there is where I would go. Because if you go just a block off there, traffic is much better, and it's a quick turn for the Uber to get on the highway if need be. So the thing I recommend in getting an Uber around the stadium and a ball game or an event like this is don't get picked up right by the ballpark, because number one, they're going to have trouble finding you. You're going to have trouble finding your Uber. And also, if you just go a block, any direction probably, it's going to be much easier to find one and avoid the crowd.
Yeah.
Those are tips you can use. That's a Chris Gardner original.
My dad, he always parks by Kilroy's. So
Yeah.
that nobody, like, just so, like, it's easier to get on the highway from there.
No,
It's
yeah,
like
I
right
understand
to
it.
our house.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just if you just go a block, like depending on where you're going, like know which highway you might be using, go whatever way you have to go. If you go, just why I don't understand trying to get your Uber, trying to find your Uber in a group of people when if you just walk a block,
Right.
they find you.
Well, do we need to break down American lazy habits or? I mean,
Well, this
because
is me talking.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
that's
me.
true. Yeah.
Let's break it down, Chris.
Let's
What
do
you
it.
wanna-
Let's break
what do
it
you- what do
down.
you wanna get
I think
into?
it all started with rock music and jazz dancing. That's where it all went downhill. Yeah.
All right.
What do you think of that? Blues Game 7 heroes. Gardner, do you have anybody that comes to top of mind? Obviously,
I think it's Jordan
it's
Bennington.
you don't. There's no one else. It's Jordan Bennington. Started the year. Where was he at? Texas, San Antonio,
Yeah, down that way.
in the minors.
Yeah.
Comes up.
Backing up, I think.
Yeah, and originally he started as a hot prospect, right? I believe, 7 years ago or whenever he was drafted, maybe 5 years ago, he was a big deal. But for the last few years, he was a nobody.
Yeah.
And then comes up mid-season, takes it all the way to the Cup. Said he spent $6,000 on tickets. He wasn't going to leave there last night without a win.
That's good.
That's we think these guys get it all taken care of. $6,000, even if you're a star goalie, that's a lot of dough to
I don't
spend
know who was-
on some drunk family member to sit in the stands.
I don't know who was doing this story. I saw the video recently though. They were trying to just do like, day in the life of Jordan Bennington or whatever, and his girlfriend's with him, and he's like, "This is my roommate," and she starts laughing, and I'm like, "Ah, oh,
So he
I've
does
heard
have a
this.
little
I've heard
personal-
this guy talk before. I don't know how he's trying to deliver it a certain way. I guess it's funny." But yeah, I would say him from because it's what happened early on in that first 10 minutes of
Right.
the game.
How did he do that?
And then, of course, the one later where, and I can't remember who had the shot, but the pad save he had when he just put the right pad out there against the post to somehow make a spreading save. And that
Made
was,
no sense.
That was it. I think it was 12:52 on the clock in the third period when I looked up. I made note because people were like, "Oh my God, this is going to happen." I go, "No."
Did you just look over your shoulder and
because-
say, "Tommy, write that down"? Your girlfriend looks at you like, who's Tommy?
So, because during that final intermission, right before the prelude to the third period, I was outside wondering how many Blues fans are thinking, with that 2-0 lead, knowing the history of the franchise, how many Blues fans are just sitting there thinking, or wherever they may be thinking, what's going to go wrong?
Yeah, I was.
And playing out different bad situation scenarios in their head of
And you're not a negative
how-
guy, so I doubt you participated
Yeah,
in
no.
that.
I actually didn't. I was just wondering what true Blues fans were thinking, what the scenarios where they were playing out in their head for how their hearts were going to get ripped out.
Right?
Sorry, Tommy. And I, I apologize. I'm
Our-
sorry.
Our daily shot. Mm.
It hurts, that glare does. I'm sorry, Tommy. So you think of that, and then with 12:52 left in the third is when I looked up at the clock and just was sitting there, and I go to myself, like, oh shit, they're gonna win this, aren't they?
You
And I was like, it was a different feeling at that point. It was like, oh my God, this is going to happen.
you start floating above your body a little bit at that point. I was there. I was at
Astral projection.
Yes. Thank you. Tommy's back into the conversation. Go ahead.
That's what I wanted to do.
No, not because of the heart. I'm not because of the
you're
heart.
you're
thing.
not
Oh.
participating. That makes sense. No, I was at Milo's on the hill, which is a very. Tommy's got an issue with that. We can get to in a minute. Boy, this is great. A guy was crying at about 10 minutes left, and he was just like, "This can't be happening." He's probably mid-40s. His sons were with him, loving life, watching on a tiny TV out on the bocce courts.
Yeah.
It was breezy, felt good out there. Great company. I had a really good time with a lot of talented people that were so kind to invite me along. Tommy, what's your umbrage being taken
Man,
with
shut
the
up.
group of people?
I didn't get invited.
He's over here bragging about chasing Pokemon during the whole playoffs, and then a group of some of St. Louis' funniest comics got together at Milo's.
I guess
happened
that's
to,
why I wasn't invited.
yeah, you didn't make the cut. I was nice enough to be invited as well. Tommy,
Should we
sees
invite Tommy?
I was
Have you
supposed to be
seen
at a
his
m-
act?
I was supposed to be at a meeting with two of those people that night. Not even like, hey, you want to come?
Oh man, that's
No, let him be. He's going to be eating Twinkies in Walmart
yeah,
parking lot later. Let
he's
him
got
be.
a big
That was
day.
out of sadness. That was not a like, yay.
That was out of
Oh wow!
sound.
Now
No.
it comes out.
I was like, yay, I guess I'm just going to go eat some Twinkies in a parking
Oh,
lot.
no. Well, we thought it was cute.
I'm not
now
you,
I'm worried.
Gardner.
Yeah, that's true. 7th bowl of cereal before 10 a.m.
I've had no more than 2 bowls of cereal here in a day.
How many have you had here today?
None.
None.
Oh.
He's been
I
been
wanted to.
cursing the internet. He's been cursing the internet connection all
And
morning.
some other things happening
Yeah.
this morning. Tommy.
So,
I haven't
wait.
had coffee either.
Oh man,
You
that's
want me to get you some?
And
I'm
one,
the intern.
Hey,
That's
and
like my
only-
job.
Tommy. He's got his dauber down. Look at him.
and only 1 cigarette.
Now we
I
get.
don't know what's going to happen today.
I know what'll happen. We're gonna do fair or foul, making June 12th a citywide holiday.
Oh.
What?
What did you just do?
June 12th, huh?
Yeah. What's special about June 12th?
Ooh. Okay.
George Bush Sr. was born on that day.
Okay.
Uh huh.
What's
what do you-
going
what's
on?
No, I
happening?
mean, just other things happen on dates, so you got to be.
What happened?
I don't know. We should get into it.
I think we should because
Oh,
you're making
wow.
a big deal out of it.
Yeah,
you-
I
you
think
are.
you want to, and you're
Yeah.
building it up for effect.
Uh huh.
Tommy.
I always love whenever you break down a character someone's playing for the audience.
Is this,
It's very helpful.
what is that, the fourth wall?
Oh, there's no wall. We're wallless.
It's just there. I mean, yesterday was the 25-year anniversary of something, and I don't know if we.
What?
O.J. Simpson killed 2 people.
You know what? If I made it
No,
through
he
that,
didn't.
No, I need to thank you by the state of California. He did not.
Civilly, he did.
What?
Criminally,
he
not
lost the
guilty.
civil case.
Oh yeah, because he totally murdered those people.
Yeah, he did.
He wrote a book called "If I Did It"
Yeah.
or something like that. But like on that book, the "if" is white, and then every other word is red.
Oh,
So
no.
it just says "I did it."
Oh no.
Anyway, I own that book. It's great.
Good for you. So I, as the
it
arbiter and keeper of said day, with it being my birthday, which I just love shouting from the mountaintops.
Yeah.
That's why I want it as a
I do.
holiday.
I want other people to. I'll thank people now
So
from
wait,
now on.
your birthday, when you were 10,
Yep. Sitting in my basement.
O.J. committed a double murder.
Mm-hmm. And then the chase was what? A day after?
No, that'll be on Monday. We should
Was it
commemorate that.
Okay.
June
we certainly
17th.
will. We certainly will. Okay. Yeah, definitely was very well aware of everything that was going on around that time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was just saying June 12th is
Well, it's a citywide holiday. That's a fair foul. Maybe people will include that in their fair fouls. Email us wall@weareliveradio.com.
Celebration could get weird.
Don't mix the two.
I mean, he turned 2 people into Pez dispensers. And
Oh,
And
Jesus.
tell you what, for a prize, we're going to give away a custom ByJack We Won the Cup T-shirt. John will pop in here for the second hour.
Ah.
We'll get some British accent going on the
'cause
airwaves.
he's the biggest fan now, all of a sudden.
Yeah, the British guy who's been a hockey fan for a
I'm
month and a
surprised
half.
when
We're so happy for
when
him.
he flew over to Tuscany recently, he didn't stay there and try to get like a ticket bought for him. Like,
Right.
oh, I can't get back. Oh,
Tall redheaded guys tend to do that when they're in Europe, don't they? The Dutch guy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but he was legit.
How?
But I would
how
think
many?
a man like John would see that and try and take advantage of it
Yes.
and turn it his way to get a free ticket.
How many ladies from St. Charles did that Dutch dude bed while he was here?
2.
4.
4. 1 for every game he attended.
4. 4 is my guess.
4 is your guess,
Mm-hmm.
Tommy?
Uh,
we have no way of knowing. I guess we
Two.
could DM him.
2.
Tommy, DM him. That's your intern duty
his
for the
name?
day. Dutch guy.
Gerard
guy.
Gerard Boss, maybe.
I can do it. If you find out his name, I'll DM him.
Yeah, we don't,
How many?
we don't have to do that.
By the way, I just want to let you know it's not always great having your birthday on a holiday.
When's your birthday?
St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
My sister-in-law's birthday and her twin is on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I had my 21st birthday this year, and I had to stay in my house
Why?
because it gets too crazy for me.
You don't like it?
I don't like all the people. I don't like crowds.
But they're there to celebrate you.
No, they're there to celebrate.
Green
Drinking.
Bud Light.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how it works.
they're there to celebrate snake bread. It's not for me.
Snake
So-
bread.
So that's fair or foul today.
You never had snake bread?
No.
All right, I'll get you some next year. It's bread that's green and has cherries in the eyes for eyes that look like a snake.
Do you call it snake bread?
That's what a lot of people call it. That's what my
Okay.
mom calls it.
Fair foul is what?
I just,
June 12th.
yeah. A short show would be better today. I agree.
It
No,
might be
June
okay.
12th, making June 12th a citywide holiday. Emails wall@weareliveradio.com. Custom T-shirt from our friends at ByJack is the prize. It'll say we won the cup. Breaking news, gentlemen. Tommy, you're not going to want to be at this.
Okay.
There'll be thousands. Blues party parade set for noon Saturday, downtown St. Louis. How do we feel about that? Honoring it starts at 18th and Market, ends at Broadway and Market. Rally following at the Arch. I like that. That's a nice touch with the Arch grounds and everything. So people can leave all their trash all over it, and federal employees can clean for the next day and a half.
Government's open, so that's good.
For now, whatever's going on there.
What
Very
if there
cool
was a
news.
government shutdown right now and they couldn't have it
Oh.
at the Arch?
That'd be a big problem. Well, then there's flooding too. Like, what if there's a
no.
yeah, mm-hmm,
People, be careful.
yeah. Don't go for a dip. Don't try and put the cup in the river.
Oh, no.
That could be a problem. So we'll look forward to that noon. Will you attend that, Gardner?
I might be at my parents' place.
Yeah.
I'm
kinda
not
kick 'em
sure
back.
yet. Yeah. Maybe we should, Tommy, you want to go down there and report?
Sure.
Black
Yeah,
Sheep thinks
Can I
Tommy.
go down there in a Bruins jersey?
No,
Why do you keep trying to
Yeah.
put the opposing team's
you're searching for
Sweater
conflict. Yeah, I'm not loving it. Black Sheep says Tommy wrote an anger note in his notebook. Must have read, "Mom lied about snake bread."
Wait, is that a thing I don't know about? Am I missing something?
I've just never heard of snake bread.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
pull up a picture of
No,
it.
yeah, that could get a little
I
weird
d-
if it's an image search.
I do have some videos of some of the post game and that.
Do you really? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, number one, let's remember the Blues just won this. Right there.
So now we can't bag. So if you're listening at home, we can't bag on the Stanley Cup being in Telania's.
It looks good in that picture is the problem. Like with the glass and everything and the disco balls around. It looks good.
It does. It fits. And if Gloria's playing in the background, that's kind of the perfect setting too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
They actually okay, here's what I say. You have to take it there, get the disco balls going, and play Gloria at Telania's with the cup there. That has to happen now.
Right. And you know what?
It's fitting.
This show would like to offer an apology. We said things may have been happening, may have been a little weird while the cup was there.
Mm-hmm.
We were mistaken.
How do you know?
Telena's made it. Where do you want to see the cup travel? So whenever people bring it back, they just take it everywhere, right? You get it for
Yeah.
a day. Like you'll have Pat Maroon probably take it to Oakville High School or something, right?
Yeah, I think I saw post game his son had said something. He's gonna bring it to Telegraph Road, and got like and they had like a
What's
and
Telegraph Road?
it's South County, where he's from.
Okay. I didn't know if there was like a significance. other
No,
than that's
just
where he's
that that's the area he's from.
from.
and,
I want them to take it to the Science Center and put it right in front of the T-Rex.
In front of the T-Rex. Okay.
Where would be a great picture, a great photo?
Right next to a T-Rex.
Forest Park would be one. Maybe the
The gorilla at the zoo.
gazebo right by the Muni.
Okay. What if they roll it down Art Hill?
That'd be cool.
That'd be
could be-
fun.
that'd
That'd
be
be
Take
cool.
it
Did they put the barriers up for sledding?
sledding.
Probably.
We go do some. You know what you can do, and I know people have done it before.
It's probably at Ted Drew's now.
Is you go and buy ice blocks, and you take the ice blocks and you sled down Art
With
Hill
the cup in
on,
hand.
on the ice blocks. You could probably do that.
Ooh.
I would of course love a picture of it floating down the river to Pear.
Oh, no.
No.
We have an issue with that.
Um,
I won't remember that bike gang. What was it? The ninjas, street fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Street fighters. They would drive ninjas. Remember those guys that would just drive? They would video themselves driving down the highways. They just break out doing wheelies everywhere.
You want it on back?
I want those. I want the Stanley Cup riding on the back of the Street Fighter.
Yeah.
What a horrible thing.
I,
A crotch rocket gang.
That's gonna throw it off, though.
You
I'm
think
afraid
so?
they'll try and pop a wheelie, and then
Yeah.
you go a little too far back
Clink,
this
clink,
time.
clink, clink. Yeah.
Can we
that
get it
could
at
be
my house?
That'd be fun.
Take it on a ghost adventure. Now you're talking.
We could take them to the 7 gates of hell.
What if they take it to where the exorcism happened? Exorcism. Yeah.
Hopefully
What if
the
the-
people that live in that house are Blues fans.
I think it's an old hospital now, or it was.
Oh well, there's the house.
There is the house.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
and then
there's a number of different locations.
The one you sent me.
Yes, that's the house.
Yeah.
Billy
then-
Fat Pants wants us to go to JJ's Clubhouse.
Oh, they'd have some fun with it there. You got a bunch of a bear bar.
Yeah,
You think it'll go to Busch Stadium?
Yeah,
they'll probably round the bases with it, right?
they'll bring it to Yachty and Wayno because they've supported the Blues in such a way.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, even after the game, was it a FaceTime? Is that what you kids call it?
Yes, we saw
We
that.
call it a Skype.
Right here. There's Vladimir Tarasenko and Yadier Molina
Oh, handsome
doing
devil.
a FaceTime.
That's
I
amazing.
mean, he's on the ice right there.
That's so cool. Yeah, if you're listening at home, we've got Yachty up in the FaceTime screen. Do the Cardinals still play here? Will they be forgotten for the next month?
They got a few days.
They got a little while. Yeah, they better turn it around real quick.
There was a great photo of
Maybe this one.
Petrangelo.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's amazing.
goodness. Captain holding the
Yeah.
cup, everything partying behind him.
Yeah,
There were a decent amount of Blues fans in the crowd, at least at the end, I saw.
And then you also had on the plane celebrating
Oh, man.
Ryan O'Reilly and Pat Maroon.
Is he in a robe?
I think his shirt's just unbuttoned.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how he works.
I mean, look into those eyes. There's joy and inebriation in those eyes.
There certainly is.
Who do you think was having more fun? These guys or Brett Hull?
Brett Hull. Brett Hull got started way before the game started, I'm sure.
That's right.
Oh, hey, Brett. We got a photo of Brett Hull touching each nipple. That's what's happening here. How do you feel about that?
Can I say what I heard he
Yeah.
was doing?
What was that?
I heard he was doing belly shots last night. This is a rumor. I have no way to confirm this.
Yeah, that's
I
all right.
heard he
That's
was
what Travis does all the time.
Yep.
Belly shots and motorboating. So
Good for Mr. Hull. No, I love
I-
this. The whole. Sorry, go ahead.
I asked if I could say it.
I wanted to do a hashtag hold check.
Hull check.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did. You
Or
did
no,
it.
I did whole watch.
Oh,
I
that's
should do
right.
whole check. That's what it should be.
Mhm.
Because in a check with hockey. Okay, let's do whole check. That was my thoughts throughout that game. Was
Just tweet at him.
Hull cam.
like he's probably still in Boston. He probably got. He's
Yes.
like Sean. He'll get separated from the group and he's wandering around doing his own thing, having fun.
Nah, he's probably got handlers.
Yeah, maybe at this point.
Yeah.
But what if he loses them?
Eh.
There's the Stanley Cup movie we need. Like
Brett Hull gets lost.
Brett
It's
Hull
the
gets-
Hangover, but with Brett Hull and the
Brett
Stanley
Hull. Yes,
Cup.
Yeah.
yes. Perfect. Ball game.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Actually,
Wrap
it's
it
a
up,
hockey
everybody.
game.
Okay. For somebody that took improv, there is no yes and in this man whatsoever.
This morning, we were having problems with the internet, and Gardner was like, "I don't know what we're gonna do." So I said, "Just stream it from your phone," and he gave me a look like he was gonna stab me.
Oh yeah, but then you gotta play. You gotta put it in play. No cigarette, one cigarette, only one cigarette.
Yeah.
No cereal and cranky.
No
a
coffee.
plate.
He let
A
the
plate,
door
no
close
coffee.
on me.
That's just rude.
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
And then you ran to the elevator, and you were gonna let that door close on me too.
Maybe.
Lisa says, "Nice shirt, Gardner. What are you wearing? Who are you wearing?
Oh, this is an Adidas golf pullover.
It's blue.
Yeah.
Thanks for wearing blue today, Tommy.
Is it blue?
This is punishment.
I'm-
This is punishment for me not wearing a Hawaiian shirt last Friday.
Tommy's wearing all black. Were you in a dark place in that
Yeah.
Walmart parking lot eating Twinkies with whipped
I'm
cream?
always in a dark place.
Yeah, that's true. No, Gardner, you don't know that that's blue, huh?
It looks like a little greenish to me, actually.
Are you colorblind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Why do you think
I
when
just
we
learned
were
something about
when we
him.
were redoing camera stuff in here the other day, I had to have some other people in here because I can't see the proper shading and colors with it.
Well, now I feel bad.
Nah, don't.
That's all right. I almost slammed the door on you twice, so
I know.
it's my fault.
I know another colorblind guy. He works for this company that I used to work for, and he was supposed to paint something,
Uh-huh.
right? And he
That's like there's been commercials where they do voiceover for and they pick the person from the business who has like a really weird lisp or something like of all the people, why did they record your thing? But sorry, back to your
So-
colorblind guy painting.
they were supposed to paint this wall, right? And this is a big wall, and he goes and he paints the entire thing, and he's painting it. I think it's like red or something, and the guy, his boss comes in, and he goes, "What did you do?" And he goes, I painted it for you." And they go, "Yeah, but you painted it the wrong color." And he goes, "No, I didn't. I painted it red." And he goes, "No, that's purple."
Oh no.
Perfect. That
Yeah.
good thing you didn't work for the Cardinals. That would look really weird.
Nah.
Painting
That-
all over the
that
stadium.
cardinal purple.
So okay, so what else do we have photo wise? I know your favorite quote from
Oh yeah, this
the
is
Blues general
This
manager.
is going to get some play, I'm sure, here over the next weeks.
Yeah.
I would think.
We're gonna need to tweet this out too.
But Doug Armstrong, I think it was back in 2014 after the Blues lost. You need to take the knife and jam it through their eye and into their brain and kill them.
What was this from?
This is
The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
yeah. I have a theory. I don't know if I should put this out there.
Hey, you're a weird guy. Go ahead.
That Doug Armstrong gives these interviews sometimes, and he makes some analogies that are you're like, oh, and this is of course the one that takes the cake, if you will. And he, I think he might have murdered someone and is slowly giving clues as to who and where the body is located
he's
and
just
how he
so
did
tired. He's just so tired. He needs the emotional weight
Yeah.
off his chest. But he's still a gamesman, right? He's still
Yeah.
gonna apply games and
So
shit
this
to it.
was part of him like revealing his soul, kind of a cathartic way for him to go about of telling people what he did, but not really telling people. I think this was the beginning, and I've heard interviews after, and I've talked to people about it around town, and they're like, "Oh," and then one day he's just gonna be right at Olive in 270.
You're like, we asked you what was happening on the ice. That doesn't. And then it all comes to fruition.
Yeah, so it's gonna be something along those lines. I was wondering today too if maybe people are resubscribing to the Post-Dispatch.
They certainly are, and I put the Business Insider article that was intimating that the St. Louis Post-Dispatch would be responsible somehow for causing a curse for the PDF blunder, a blip. I'll call it a blip. People were calling it a blunder to make a story out of it, but I think it all worked out, right?
It's more of a stumble.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, and then
It would have been a blunder if we had lost, but we didn't. We win.
Tom Timmerman tweeting something out like right away. You read it first in the Post-Dispatch, and
It's
I'm
amazing.
"Yes, good job, Tom. You take that. You take that and turn it back on them, on those people. You do that for you, and your organization. Sorry. Now that we're talking hockey, organization.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Perfect. We're going to have a late entry to the melee scene. Which is the better name for St. Louis children in the next 9 months? Bennington or Stanley? We're going to go with one of the two
Tommy.
for our melee. That doesn't have anything to do with
You're
it.
going to have some Glorias. We already have some Glorias with middle names.
Yeah, it's true. Should I add Gloria to it?
If you can.
I can. You can delete tweets.
I think it's going to be Bennington because...
It's a good ascot name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He'll be led onto golf courses if you name your kid Bennington.
Yeah, we
St. Louis Country Club.
we like picking weird names now. So I think it's going to be Bennington.
Bennington, you start with the name Bennington as your first name. You're already halfway to making the MICDS lacrosse team.
Certainly. Yeah, they're looking at you as a freshman to play varsity.
You're
with that name.
halfway there already.
I wish my name was Bennington. That would be fun.
Bennington
Can't wear all black
Mosslander?
if your name's Bennington Mosslander.
Bennington Victor Mosslander.
Nothing but corduroy and plaid.
You just call me B.
BM. Bennington Mosslander.
That's
All right.
also kind of rude. So Bennington, Gloria, or Stanley. Those are your choices
See,
for the melee.
Stanley, there's still some residuals.
You think so? You get a bill for your child from the NHL?
I mean, the positives, you can say Stan Musial, you can say Stanley Cup, but you still got Enos Stanley Kroenke.
Do we don't have our dissenting New York opinion on this. How do you feel about people bringing up Kroenke with this? Do you think it's relevant? I think it's relevant enough because of the name. It's weird.
I think you get a day.
I
You get a
think
day.
You can if you want.
Yeah, I don't personally want
honestly,
to.
Well, I honestly don't even go there right now.
Right.
But
Enjoy
some,
the hockey.
some have a chip on their shoulder. And what that does is just reveal the chip on your shoulder, I think so.
True.
Or maybe you get, it's an easy tweet for some easy likes too.
Well, there you have it.
It's social media. It's organic growth via social media.
Oh my gosh, you've been paying attention.
Yeah.
That's great work. Guys, can I tell you about Buzz's Hawaiian Grill? They are big fans of the Blues. Be sure to support them around town, wherever they're serving lunch. That's right, Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. They also do catering. I highly recommend the poke. If you're going to go, get the poke, the musubi, whatever you're feeling like, they've got it. That's right. Great Hawaiian food from Buzz's Hawaiian Grill here in the St. Louis area. They're supporters of ours, so you be sure to support them, everybody. Gardner.
Yes, I have a few more. I have some
Please.
videos here if you want to see.
Yeah, what do we got?
First off,
Let's do it.
are you ready, Tommy?
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look? I'm trying to find him here real quick. Gloria was played last night. I'm going to play a little excerpt of it.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens on the Facebook live stream here. It's not Laura Branigan. Fish played it
Played
Really?
Gloria.
at Chaffetz last
Really?
night.
That's pretty cool. I'm not a Fish fan, but that's cool. I left
There's
here.
tons of
You seem
people
like you
in
would be a fish fan.
in town for fish.
Yeah, it was packed. So our office is in Grand Center,
Yeah.
right, Midtown area. I left here 6:30ish last night, and as I was walking out, it was the most
It
confusing
smelled
thing.
of patchouli.
It certainly did. It was the most confusing thing. And if you drive down Compton here, it's just a mess of people. "Hey, what's up, man? Oh,
Yeah.
what's going on?
We had a guy.
Hockey fans and Fish fans confluence.
each
And right
other in
here,
the
just
street.
came together.
Uh-huh.
I put this out there, but I never wanted to see a dreadlocked mullet
Yeah.
so bad in my life. I was like, if this could just happen, if there
Everyone-
could be a fusion.
Well, maybe there will be one of these kids named Bennington.
Yes.
Maybe a Fish fan and a Blues fan. They were in such good spirits
Maybe
last
they met
night.
in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They,
and
uh,
just made sweet, sweet love to each other. And we're gonna have a child named Bennington with a dreadlock mullet here at some point. I mean, that's something. There was a kid in town for the concert who walked into my local watering hole yesterday afternoon and was asking where he could buy he's like, is there anywhere around here where I could buy some glass pipes? And I'm just sitting there and I just started laughing, and because there were some older folks at the bar and they're like Home Depot maybe.
Oh
or
my
like,
gosh, that's amazing.
And I just
No,
started
What
laughing.
did you tell him?
And I'm like, well, I go, I don't think there's a CBD place down the street. I don't think they have that though.
You're the only
right-
sober one in the place, by
Right
the
here,
way.
I'm like, next door. I'm pretty sure they got papers. If papers will work for now, but I don't know if you're gonna find the glass.
See, I'm mad
right
he
now.
found you because I wanted him to find like drunk 57-year-old that basically the end of it's like, you mean a head shop? Like, you're talking dope, son? Like that's what I wanted the
Let's do it
interaction to be.
together.
Eventually, that's what it was like. They were
Yeah.
like, oh, you mean for marijuana?
Oh, yeah. You know, I got high with Hendrix one time.
And the
man.
guy was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
he's
that'll
like,
do it.
I said glass pipe. I'm like,
What else would it be?
Oh,
Flavored
It'd
tobacco?
be crack
Well,
or
at
yes,
Lowe's
yeah.
they sell glass
Oh, for what?
for windows, and you can get glass pipes. I'm sure.
Okay.
And get it welded into it.
Oh, good to hear.
You can get
Sorry?
it blown.
What is there a bigger group of people that you already like? The second that dude walked in, you knew he was a fish fan, right?
Oh yeah, because there's been a lot of them in the neighborhood here.
It's really funny.
Like-
And some of the locals got to be like, "What is happening here?"
Yeah, I mean they have no idea, especially some of the professional drinkers in the bar I hang out in.
Right.
I have no idea who Fish is. I have no clue.
How is fish?
Like,
Probably.
there
Well, they
are
play
some-
multiple nights at Chaffetz. That's
Here's
20,000 people.
Here's something, and these are dedicated fans because you think Blues fans are dedicated. There are two people I know of that are huge Blues fans that have Fish tickets. Chose to go to the Fish concert over watching Game 7.
Yeah, you don't want to miss fish.
So they're like, they
It's pretty amazing.
got a following there. I don't know if I like that kind of but that's how Tool is. I went to that Tool concert
True.
a few weeks back, a month ago, something like that.
A while.
Is it been that long?
Yeah.
Like it was a month ago or something.
month ago?
Doesn't it feel like I got a text last night from the great Ian Bagg, huge hockey fan,
Yeah.
St. Louis hockey fan, but he grew up outside of like super near Alaska, Canada. So I guess he would be a Vancouver fan. Either way, Canadians are polite enough; they can just enjoy a sport, right? It's not like flipping out over other teams. We went to a game earlier this season, and they got blown out 5-0 or 6-0 by Vancouver. So Ian Bagg and I have decided we were there to burn it down, and the regrowth came from our attendance. Would you agree?
Let's just let him.
Yeah, just give it to me.
Yes. Say yes, Tommy.
Sure, buddy.
Thank you. That was good. That was
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
There's some yes and for you. Hey, yes and Gateway Powder Coating. They support us.
Oh,
You
nice
support them.
addition.
GatewayPowderCoat.com, #1 resource for powder coating in the Midwest. If you're going to be grilling this summer, you want your stuff to look great. You want your patio furniture to look great. If you have ornamental things that you hang on the wall and it's metal and they need touched up or a new color, be sure to take it to Gateway Powder Coating. Mark and the team, also big St. Louis Blues fans, so support them because they support us. There was a tweet. I don't know if you have more pictures, but I just wanted to I want to get to a tweet before we end. What else do you have, Gardner?
I have a video of the Blues landing in St. Louis.
That's great.
So here's what awaited them when they brought the cup when they got back to Lambert here. Pat Maroon and Tarasenko.
These are just civilians, normal people going to the.
Watch this though in a second. It's pretty cool.
Tarasenko going into the crowd. Cup up in the air. Giving everybody a chance to slap it. That's amazing.
You heard someone, one of the players, couldn't see who, just yells, "Take it in there, take it in there." So they did.
They did it. Good for them, too, because they could be a little weirded out by a large group of probably drunk people screaming.
Are they sleeping yet?
No.
They're going to have to at some point
Got it at some point, yeah.
because you want to go out and celebrate some more.
Right. Get 5 hours in, wake up, start the whole day.
Or is this thing going around town right now? We saw what Alex Ovechkin did with it.
You think
last
they're
year.
taking shifts on it? Like they have lines, each line? It's like, all right, you've
Yeah.
got the 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. We'll do that. Maybe we can get them to come here to Midcoast.
I'm just wondering, they need like like FlightAware, that website where you can track planes if you have the
Yeah.
tail number and that.
Couple where.
People love FlightAware when there's coaching searches going on in college sports
Oh, yeah.
to see which boosters' planes are going where to maybe pick up a potential coach and kind of poach him from another place.
How about the news that the TMA fan page, the Morning After radio show here in St. Louis, their fan page, someone broke news that Dexter Fowler landed in St. Louis when he was a free agent.
Yeah, it gets weird.
That literally broke news.
Yeah, it gets weird.
Yeah, a Facebook group.
Forces Frank Cusimano to make a few phone calls.
By the way, Frank was out on the ice last night, man. I was loving it, but and there's plenty more to talk about. It's before we go to break. Our good friend Angela Smith lost her father recently. Very unexpected, tough. Celebrated with her last night. We watched one of the people who didn't call Tommy. The thing. But here's a tweet, and this is true, and it's very real, and it has to be, in such a horrible time, it has to be somewhat comforting to have this happen. From Angela Smith, at Angela Marie 85 on Twitter. Give her a follow, and she performs. She's been on this show, performs at our shows all the time,
Her
all
tweets are
around St.
quite
Louis.
funny.
And she tries at Twitter. You know what I mean? Like,
she's really good
yeah,
at it.
it's very funny. Here's the tweet. My dad passed while cheering on the St. Louis Blues during Game 5 of the Stanley Cup. That's very real, by the way. Was watching the game and passed away unexpectedly. When I told my mom, they're divorced, instead of expressing shock or condolences, she looked up at the sky and shouts, "Bring us this cup, Scott!" And he did. Hashtag LGB, hashtag God bless the cold sport. And it's got a little fire. Give Angela some love. Retweet that. I think that's so cool that she was able to share that. She shared it with us in person, and that's just one of those things where you don't know how people are going to take that. She's got a great group of people around her, and she's a great person herself. And for that to happen, I'm so close with my parents and my grandparents, everybody. I can't imagine even being out in public, and for her to put that out there for the world. I just wanted to give her a big show of support. So that was a really cool tweet that she shared, and how great is that reaction from Mom? Just looks up at the sky, bring us the cup, Scott. So big shout out to her and her family at a tough time. But guys, we'll take a break. We're at Midcoast Studio. Check out midcoast.media for more information. We've got Tech Electronics making this possible, the mics, the cameras, all the great stuff we have here. Check out Tech Electronics, great St. Louis business here in St. Louis. Gardner's going to get him a menthol or 3. We're going to come back on the other side. We're giving away a Buy Jack prize today, so we're going to let the bread on the air. We're going to do that. Quick break. We'll be right back.